For CHS TV, Bruce Byam, I'm very happy to have as my guest today the new head football coach of the Chelmsford Lions, the 15th head football coach in a 92-year history, George Peterson. George, welcome to Chelmsford High School. And,
thank you very much.
Great
it's a
to
pleasure.
have you.
I'm excited.
George, I'm going to embarrass you just a little bit. Mill River High School in Chippenhook, Vermont.
Yep.
You scored something like 50 touchdowns, ran for 3,500 yards, three-sport athlete. A walk-on at the University of Maine, later became a football captain at the University of Maine, all Atlantic Coast, just a tremendous season. Why Chip Kelly didn't offer you a scholarship to begin with, I can't understand.
So I have to correct you with one thing.
Okay.
University of New Hampshire.
I'm sorry.
Can't go with Maine.
Right.
Can't
UNH.
go with Maine. They're a big
Right.
rival. But UNH, yeah, that's where I ended up. I mean, the statistics from high school, I don't really remember.
Yeah.
But it was a program that was started by my father. There wasn't a program there when I was in 7th and 8th grade, and my father started the program. And it was, something that we were a building block of the program. And now it's a flourishing program in Vermont, so it's something I'm proud of. And of course, what we accomplished at UNH was also something I was really proud of, and still continue to be. Yeah.
Right.
So it's one of those things where I look back on it and have nothing but really positive, fond memories and stuff. I'm really proud of what we were able to accomplish at both those places.
From the University of New Hampshire, I believe, Wakefield High School?
Yeah, so I started my coaching career at Wakefield High School with one of the current coaches on staff, Eric Foljam, who went to Wakefield. I was a teacher there.
Yep.
I coached the freshman football team,
right.
And we were there for 2 years. I wanted an opportunity to move up and coach at the varsity level. I had a friend who coached in Bedford, New Hampshire, and
right.
I linked on with him, got a teaching job there and a coaching job there. And I spent 3 years there. After my 3 years, I felt I was ready to have my own program as a head coach. I applied to Lexington High School when Coach Bill Tye retired, and was one of a bunch of applicants, was fortunate enough to earn that position, and then spent 8 years in Lexington, had some successful seasons.
Winning numerous titles at Lexington High School, playoff appearances.
Yeah, I mean, we had some success. We had some really, really good athletes. I had a great coaching staff around me.
Yep.
That I trusted. I had kids that I trusted, and it made it really easy to show up and coach every single day when we had that kind of trust within one another. So
I think
that built a strong program.
Comes down from the top. The boss instills that. And had the Gatorade Player of the Year one year.
We did. Sal Freelick was kind of a generational talent, I think, and he's a kid that was very good for us, and I think we can get some kids that are of that ilk here at Chelmsford High as well.
So successful in Lexington. You spent, I think, 7 years there. Is that correct?
8 years. I spent 8 full seasons there.
Yep. Succeeding a man that was there for about 36 years.
Yeah, so it seems like I had a really short stint there if you're comparing it to Bill Tye. He spent 36 years there. But it was a place that I grew a lot as a coach. I learned probably more from the kids than they learned from me during my time there, and it kind of groomed me and got me ready for a position like this, which I am extremely thrilled about, very excited about, and can't wait to get going here over the next week and see what we can do.
Which brings you to Chelmsford High School, and my next question, I guess basically, why Chelmsford High School? When they were 3-8 last year, they scored 8 points in their first 8 games. They had a really rough season, and you openly embraced coming here.
Well, so, I mean, several things. When you talk about Chelmsford football, in my book, I think you're talking about one of the top 4 or 5 programs in the state of Massachusetts historically. I think you've got a community that really supports the program. I think Athletic Director Dan Hart is second to none as far as his support and trying to get this thing back right. And it puts me a lot closer to my family as well. I live in Dunstable, Massachusetts, so I'm a quick shot away from that. I'm home in 10 minutes. I have a young family that I was longing to see a little bit more during the season. So that played a significant role as well. But I mean, the big thing is you're talking about one of the top programs in the state of Massachusetts, and the opportunity to lead them and hopefully bring them back to where it was in the mid-90s and in the early 2000s is something that really appealed to me. It appealed to my coaching staff, as I brought 4 coaches with me from Lexington, and I think that we've started the process of hopefully turning this into what we envision it being in a few years.
Your practices are crisp, they're organized, the kids are moving, they know what they're doing, it's a pleasure to watch. You have sort of been an offensive innovator in your coaching.
Well, we took a lot of, so I've been fortunate enough to be able to model myself after some great coaches. Coach McDonald at the University of New Hampshire is fantastic. I think he's one of the best in the business, doesn't get the credit he deserves. Chip Kelly was his disciple. Everybody thinks Chip's the guy that started things at UNH. It wasn't him, it was Coach McDonald.
Okay.
And he does a fantastic job, always has expectations of his athletes, holds them to it. And we've tried to model what we do off of that. And we've tried to base a lot of our offensive stuff off of what Chip does and has done at Oregon and now is doing at UCLA. So that's kind of where we got the organizational piece, because I saw it firsthand. I lived it for 5 years at the University of New Hampshire. So we run our practices very much like we had our practices at UNH. It's a little different because you've got kids playing on both sides of the ball.
Sure.
But that's where that comes from, is that organization and being through it with one of my coaches, Eric Fulgham, who was a teammate of mine at UNH.
Right.
So we both had been through it, and bringing coaches with me from Lexington who had done that for the past few years, understood how we were going to run it. So that kind of helped all the new coaches that we brought in come along with us and learn the ropes and learn how we're going to be organized and run things.
Terrific. This interview is running pregame tonight. Acton Boxborough. We'll kind of summarize it with what do you expect out of Acton Boxborough?
I mean, that's another program that when you talk about Massachusetts football, that's one of the ones that you think of along with Chumpsters as historically one of the better programs. They're coming off an unbelievable season last year with some really good players. And whether you are a team that's coming off a 3-8 season or a team that's coming off of a 9-2 season, you're talking about a clean slate the following year.
Right.
And hopefully we can do the things necessary to come out on top and play hard. I mean, that's the biggest thing that we're going to focus on is giving a great effort and out-efforting the teams that we play. And hopefully that allows us the opportunity to win. And rarely does that not allow you the opportunity to win, I think.
Former educator at Acton Boxborough for many years. This is a big game for me. This is one I really look forward to and want a W. Yeah. They are the only team that Chelmsford has played 5 times that we don't hold a winning record over. So I want to break that little string and get the victory tonight.
Hopefully we can get there. I think we've got a good plan in place. Right. And, we've got kids that I think can execute the plan, and we have coaches that can coach it. So we've just got to put it all together and have 11 guys playing together on both sides of the ball, and we'll get there.
For CHS TV, I am very happy to have Coach George Peterson. Wish you the best of luck. We are lucky to have you. I know that your career here is going to be a success, and you will become the person that Chelmsford football is known for.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, George. I know you're busy and got a little work to do this afternoon, so thanks for being here.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
CHS TV, Bruce Byam, George Peterson.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to the 2019 football season. The Chelmsford High School Lions are going to tee it off tonight against the Acton Boxborough Colonials, and we'll try to set the game for you. But right now, the national anthem, both the Acton Boxborough Band and the Chelmsford High School Band. Welcome once again. If the game, guys, is anywhere near as good as that rendition of the Star Spangled Banner, it should be quite a football game. Bruce Byam, David Markham, Rob Russo, Howie Neal is en route, and we are the four that you're stuck with for the year, and I hope to make it a very good and successful season. I don't care who goes first, but the Lions are starting with a brand new head coach.
They are, and there's some excitement about that. The kids who I have in class are talking about it, and their practices, as we saw in that video, they're working hard, they're crisp. They're really looking to infuse some wins into Chelmsford High football. There you have Coach Peterson on the sideline, followed by his quarterback, Brett Baker, number 1.
And he will get on the field first, David, as the Lions are going to take the opening kickoff from number 1, and that's Jacob Emmett. And back deep for the Lions. Let's see if we can pick out who the Lions' deep guys are. Kick is off, taken at about the 15-yard line, straight up the middle, and takes it back to about the 29-yard line. That was Brotherston, I believe, Dylan Brotherston, and it was. So the Lions' first offensive play, George Peterson is the 16th head coach in the 92-year history of Chelmsford High School football. And let's wish him luck. They have worked hard. He's brought in a group of assistants that have also worked hard with him. We wish the best to David Kaiser. He was a personal friend, and I'm going to miss him a great deal. Wish him luck. Oh, Acton jumped, I believe.
Yeah, we have an offsides.
And Rob tells me tonight, I just learned that David Kaiser is coaching at Marlborough.
Correct,
And
yeah.
wish him a lot of luck.
Yep.
It'll be 1st and 5.
So the Lions will start it 1st and 5 without having to snap it. They have 3 wides to the left. And the running back, I believe, is that Liam Gillette? It was so far away up here. And it does look like Liam. And the quarterback keeps it, and that's Baker. And he pounds it across the
Quarterback keeper, tackled by Nick Pachulo.
up to about the 44-yard line. Pachulo, the Lions will go quick. They like to run a play about every 15 seconds. It's 2nd and a yard.
Brett is not the biggest kid in the world, but he's a gamer, and he'll battle.
Handoff, cutting back for the first down. And that is Gillette. So his first carry as a senior is a successful one. The Lions are taking the ball now across the 40 to the 43-yard line. And again, they're right at the line of scrimmage. Here's the replay on that. And the first down. Sweep that's straight ahead, and this is Baker, and he has very good speed. He busts it right up the middle, a very good fake to his running back, and he takes it across the 50 to the 40.
That was a great read by Brett. With this type of offense, you're going to see that. You're going to see the quarterback placing the ball in the breadbasket of the running back, and he made a correct read, pulled it, and gained all those yards.
About a 17-yard pickup into Acton Boxborough territory. He hands it off this time to the running back, Gillette, and it's a short gain, only 2 or 3. Let's see if he did get 2 or 3. No, he got back to the line of scrimmage. Lions have yet to throw it. Baker is a left-handed quarterback. He can zip the football. He is back. It's a screen, I think, and it's taken down. He had no chance. I think they were trying to set up the screen.
Yeah, that looked like a little flare pass, and there's just no time there. You'll see some wicked penetration. There was a blitz by number 9.
Barragut is one of their offensive stars, too, and he's a very good linebacker. It is now 3rd and 20 for the Lions. Rolling out to his right. And we've got a hold, I think, going to be called. It's a drop pass anyway. It's going to be 4th down unless they take the penalty. Hold on the Lions.
Talking to kids in class today, and they were talking about Acton Boxborough has a pretty good nose guard, I think, and they're,
Coverdale,
the defensive
yes.
defensive line is tough, and they were talking. The key, I think, for Chelmsford and the offense is to get that offensive line some confidence and get some push.
It is a 4th down, 20 yards to go. Mike Lapoli is the punter. He is standing right now on the 35-yard line. Kelly is one of the deep backs. Lapoli gets it, a nice kickoff, high kick. It's taken at the 10 and buried at the 10. Good coverage by the Lions on that kick. Chase on, one of them, number 4, a captain. Acton Boxborough quarterback is number 8, Nate Sullivan. And their primary running back is number 9, Alex Berrigan. And we're going to welcome into our broadcast our longtime partner, much older gentleman than myself, Howie Neal. And we'll
don't even start with that now, yeah.
And we'll continue to cut back to David as the night goes along. Acton is at the 13-yard line, 1st and 10. They toss it on a sweep. It's Berrigan. And the Lions are right there to meet him at about the 15-yard line. One of the Lions is Zaris Sab. I'm sorry, that one looking at the wrong. Sean Stackpole is one of them. I'm looking at the wrong roster. You can see some of our new graphics at the bottom of the screen. And we have a lot to show you as we get into the meat and potatoes of this series. This is the 22nd football game between these two schools.
It's been quite a rivalry, too.
Oh, it's been a great one. Sullivan in the shotgun. Back to pass. Looks, fires over the middle, and it's caught. Nice route by the fumbled it.
Chelmsford should have it, I think.
Did they call it down?
Incomplete.
Called it incomplete. Whoa, there's a break. It's going to be 3rd and about 9. Howie.
Yes.
Welcome to Acton.
Well, catching my breath here. I came to one gate and I saw it was locked. We had to go around to another.
Well, you made it.
I'm here. I'm glad to be back. It's a very up-tempo game from what I saw walking in, and the Lions are very quick off the ball.
That was a first down pass that was dropped. It was a good hit by the Lions on that play. 3rd and 9. Underway in the first quarter of action. Sullivan steps up, rolls to his right, flips it, and it's complete and looks like first down yardage. He had a lot of time to throw that.
Had a lot of time. He get outside the rush.
Sean Kelly, the receiver.
Get outside the edge, made a nice pass in there. 6 was the receiver.
There it is right here.
Sean Kelly. Kelly came from all the way across the field from left to right.
And one of the Lions is pulled up gimpy there. That's Colonges, number 5. Looked like a cramp or a Charlie horse.
Well, that play good enough to move the stakes.
And to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup about 12 yards on that pass. And off Berrigan. And the Lions have him. I know they worked all week on stopping him. He had a field day against Lexington last week. An advantage, guys, to have played a football game already, do you think?
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. Absolutely.
I agree with you. And Acton Boxborough did beat Lexington 35-22 last week.
I think, Rob, the key thing is that they got a chance to see themselves on film, and they can correct a lot of things that happen in first games.
Also the jitter factor, right? First game jitters.
Absolutely.
Shane Sutherland, one of the tacklers on that play. It is now a 2nd and 11 for Acton. Sullivan back, looking to his right, fires it, has a man, and picks up.
Picked up the first.
Close. I'm not positive yet, but it's going to be 3rd down.
Depends on the spot.
Yeah.
Now, very just
Just shy.
They're going to say it's third down and about half a yard.
Nice timing
Nice
pattern.
job.
Good coverage by the Lions. They gave up everything but the first down.
Yeah,
there.
Tyler Nolan, one of the captains there. A sure tackle, but close to first down. Acton starting a nice drive here that started on their 13-yard line. 3rd and a yard. Handed to Burrigat, and he's outside, and that's the play he scored against Lexington on last week.
Well, that's gonna be one of the keys, I think, for Chelmsford's defense. You can't give up the edge, and that's some good speed in that running back. And when you get that corner, bad things happen for Chelmsford, good things happen for Acton.
17-yard gain across midfield into Chelmsford territory, where Acton will start at 1st and 10. Fake to Burrigat. Quarterback rolls out underneath, and it's dropped.
Intended for Jordan Pelletier.
Sullivan's pass intended for number 23.
2nd and 10. This series is in Acton's favor. They have dominated the series with a 10 consecutive win streak after Chelmsford won the first game. But really interesting, guys, that the Lions have scored, Acton has scored 399 points. And the Lions have scored 374 points. So in 22 games, is about a point or two, as Rob said, close.
Yeah, they've all been very close games.
Direct snap. Sullivan looking for screen.
Screen, it is.
Sets it up and
Covered.
has his man, and the Lions are there. Fumble it. It's a fumble on a play. Let's see it. Chelmsford says they have it.
Yep.
And they do, and they're going to take it at the 50-yard line. 1st and 10, Chelmsford. Boy, are they hammering the ball, Howie.
Excellent.
They're
It's
going, a
great.
lot of guys.
A lot of team pursuit. Excellent team pursuit and good hard hitting. We're, as you mentioned earlier, we're quite a ways from the field, and we can hear some pretty good hits from both teams.
Fumble recovered by Mark Spinelli, it looks like.
Yeah, I think you're right. Good eyes, Rob.
A lot of energy on the Lions. A lot
The
of
Lions will not get out hustled. They may not win every game, but they will stay hustling all the time. 1st and 10, Chelmsford, right at the 50.
They're a little short-handed here.
Now they have everybody. Better when you have 11.
Oh.
Baker, not much, only about a yard.
No.
Fake the sprint to Jake Marshall.
Jet sweep.
Jet sweep. 2nd and 10.
Well, you'll see. I mean, with this spread type offense, Chelmsford will always have some form of option. So a running back will be involved. If it's a true read, the quarterback's just seeing where the best option is.
We are
procedure on Chelmsford.
Yeah, one of the things that we're going to get into as the night goes along are some of the rule changes. There's the flag sign on our screen. We're playing Federation football rules this year, and folks, there's 238 rule changes. We're not going to talk about all of them, but one of them is 12-minute quarters versus 11 last year, and only 3 timeouts per half for each team versus 5. Baker rolling, stopping, firing, has a man, and looked like interference, and it was. Here's the flag. He was just yanked.
Yeah. And the other, going along with this play right here, Bruce, there is pass interference, even if it's not a catchable ball.
Yes, that's right. That's another good rule change, Howie. Yeah. So that's going to be a 1st down for the Lions. Let's check the replay.
And I think this was not a catchable ball.
No.
If we get...
There's the grab.
Yeah.
And the offending player was Sean Kelly. So it's going to be 1st and 10, Chelmsford. They haven't moved the stakes, though. No, it's not a 1st down.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's got to be. It's got to be a 1st down.
Well, I don't think they're automatic 1st downs. That's. I've got to.
Well, I just think it was a long enough pass that it was a 15-yarder.
Right.
Acton jumped. That's the third penalty. Acton is an aggressive football team.
Sean Coverdale, number 66, is the player that jumped for Acton.
Had a very good game last week against Lexington, did Coverdale. 1st and 5, the Lions. They have the ball at the 35-yard line. As you can see, we have 5 minutes and 30 seconds to play in quarter number 1. These games might not get over till midnight, guys.
That
I didn't realize Federation played.
Short gain.
That's a good pass and catch, though. That was a good catch by Marshall. Yeah, he has good hands. I didn't realize Federation played 16. I know why they went to Federation, because generally speaking, I believe it's rules that kind of increase safety.
That's what the reason was.
Yep.
It was for reasons, according to the MIAA, for safety. That was only a gain of about a yard.
So that means I think Texas is the only high school.
You're correct. Correct, Rob. Texas is the only high school program that plays NCAA.
We have a flag. Let's see what this one is.
This could be.
It was a late flag. Holding.
The quarterback was running, so I don't think it's roughing the passer.
No, holding against the Lions. That's their second one, and that's going to take them out of really good field position. The Lions trailed last year in this game 21-0 at halftime, and it was over at halftime. A dominant performance by Acton Boxborough, and certainly you need to start better than that this year.
And again, Howie and Bruce, we talked about it. Jitters. Chumps's first game under the lights, first seasonal game.
And game speed as opposed to practice speed.
Correct.
This is.
And the Lions are going to take one of those 3 timeouts. So this is a timeout for the Lions, their first one.
Acton has had the advantage of a game, as we mentioned, so they know what game speed is. The Lions are finding that out.
Correct. This is also a different timeouts are a different rule. The team goes over to the coach and not the other way around.
30-second timeout. Yeah. Right. So they lost a couple of 30-second timeouts. We're going to see a couple of highlight plays. This one of them that was a good one for the Lions. And unfortunately, this is not a good one for the Lions.
That was a blitz and a sack.
And this is the fumble.
Catch.
That's the
incomplete pass. And this is
the screen that
Sullivan
was
on the screen.
Which is the fumble.
And boom, there comes the fumble.
And
another. So the penalties are kind of going back and forth. It's 2nd and 15 now at the 44-yard line. Quick toss to the outside, trying to get room and get free, picking up maybe
Lipoli.
4 or 5. That's Lipoli's first catch of the season. So it's going to be 3rd and 10.
He made some tough yards after catch. Yes. That's good. Which one you want to see?
Replay here. He had to reach up high for it.
3rd and 9.
Came down with it. Slipped out of an ankle tackle. Kept going forward.
He is one of only 2 players on the Chelmsford team that came back scoring points last year. He had a couple of touchdowns. Patrick Hughes had one, and that was it. Long pass down the middle, and this could be. It could have been caught.
Yeah.
Couple of things could have happened there, but it could have been caught.
Jake Marshall.
Yeah. And we got the replay. Take a look.
Ball floated just a little bit.
Yeah.
It really sucked in the free safety. So if he didn't tip that.
He threw the ball over the defenders.
Yeah.
Did a nice job there. Lipoli back to punt it.
Second punt for Mike, and first one was a high, deep kick.
Needs to kind of try to keep this one out of the end zone.
And a kick from about the 50.
Very good snap, and a nice job with the kick if they get the bounce, and they are.
That was touched.
And they touched
right about the 5.
Somewhere around the 9.
Sorry.
It could have gone to the 5.
I can't see the line from way up here.
No. I'm not sure. We're not in Boxborough up here. I think we went across the line. All right, Acton will get the ball back. The Lions couldn't convert the turnover. 4:03 to play in quarter 1, but the Lions are competitive.
Yeah, and they've got Acton backed up inside the 10.
Yeah.
Well, I think Chelmsford has to look at that. they're anxious for a win. It's been hard to come by. They've been hard to come by for the last couple of years, and a couple of mistakes, penalties is really setting them back. They're moving the ball. They're having some plays that really show some promise. So you'll see those more and more as the game moves on.
Acton has 2 wides to the right, 1 to the left. The handoff is straight ahead. Beauregard, he's got very good speed, and he bursts ahead and gets them out of trouble.
First down.
Takes it out to the 24-yard line. That's a gain of about 15.
Tyler Nolan saving a touchdown, I think.
They caught the Lions in a blitz as well.
There's the blitz, yeah. You could see number 23 coming on the outside.
Patrick Hughes.
Patrick Hughes.
Someone came on the inside as well, but just the wrong gap. Or just the gap that they were not running in.
When you run up the middle and there's no one there initially, it's not good for the defense.
No.
Jumps it in a 3-4.
Another blitz.
And it's running wide again, and this is good yardage, about 7 to the outside.
It's a Callison, number 11?
Number 6.
Oh, 6.
Yeah, that was Sean Kelly, number 6. Picks up
Kelly. Right.
9 yards.
Matt LaFave on the tackle on this play.
He had a good lane to run in on the outside there. This is a down they may go for a big play on. They got 2nd and short yardage. And they're going to run Beauregard, and that's
nice
a big
play.
mistake.
Excellent play
great
there.
job.
Nice job.
Dom DeBarry.
DeBarry, he did a nice job setting the edge. You'll see him fight off the block, keep his outside leverage.
One of the Lion captains this year.
Yeah.
He fought the block and made the play. Loss of about 6. It's 3rd and 7. Short 7, long 6. Sullivan looks
Kelly.
to throw it, going for the
Pick
big
it
one,
off.
and he's got him. Nice job, nice throw, nice catch. That was Jed Hogard. Big pass play. Hogard got behind the defense, and Kelly put it right on the button.
Yeah.
Pat Hughes able to recover and make the tackle.
Nice play.
Yeah.
And that takes the ball all the way down to the 33-yard line. Again, he's going to throw it.
Looking
He
at
rolls to
Hogard
his
again.
right, and got his man. They're setting up right at the sticks for the first down.
Pasillo, I think.
Yeah,
it was.
Pasillo it was. So Acton is in rhythm now, throwing the ball very nicely. He's getting a lot of good protection.
That's the thing. Those defensive backs need a little pressure put on the quarterback.
Exactly.
Hogard and Kelly split toward the camera here.
And a good defensive job there by the Lions. Taking care of Beauregard. Maybe a gain of a yard, if that. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Beauregard. And DeBarry, one of the people there again.
Yeah.
And Jake Chason, number 4, another captain. 2 co-captains able to apply the pressure. Sullivan looking over to his coach, Tim Bassett. Timmy's in his 3rd year, 14-8 as a head coach. Back to throw it, looking deep, has a man wide open.
Yeah.
Touchdown.
Single coverage on this side.
Boy, that wasn't even a contest over there that time. It's a 16-yard touchdown, Dave. Is that correct? 17-yard touchdown pass. And from Sullivan to Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly had one-on-one coverage, and
the Acton kicker is number 1, Jacob Emmett, and he is an excellent extra point kicker. Kelly is the holder.
no, it's number 6 is the holder. It's Kelly. Oh, it is Kelly. I'm looking at the wrong.
And the kick is up, and the kick is no
Why?
good. Maybe I put a little jinx on him there, possibly. He was 5 for 5 last week. We're going to take a break in this exciting football game. We'll be back very soon.
Gentlemen, the Acton Lions Club.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds.
That's Liam.
We are back, we being Howie Neal, Rob Russo, David Markham, and we are looking at a kickoff from Jacob Emmett. Back deep is Brotherston and
Gillette.
Liam Gillette.
Gillette.
And this is Gillette at the 15, straight ahead and taken down just about the 25-yard line, short of the 25. 23, the Lions will have it with 42 seconds to play in quarter number 1. That was a big drive by Acton. They
started
at
on
about the,
on the 9, I believe.
I think they did, 91 yards, and an excellent job.
2 big passes.
Yeah.
2 big passes.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if the Lions can answer. They have given up this year and last year. They've given up about 34 consecutive points to Acton Boxborough. They need an answer. And this
Baker.
is Baker keeping it, coming across the 25, pickup of maybe 4 on the play.
I think that's a great play. That's 4 or 5 yards.
Yep.
You've got to be consistent, get those 4 or 5 yards. You know, you might not score a bit quick, but if you can score and keep the ball out of Acton Boxborough's hand.
Especially on first down, it's a good drive setter.
We're down to 15 seconds, so this may be the last play of the quarter.
Baker again, not much this time.
That was a quarterback ISO right off the get-go.
No question about that one, and that's going to end the first quarter, and it's going to start with a 3rd and about 6 for the Lions. We're going to take a break, and we need one. We're out of breath ourselves. We'll be back very soon.
Get your ass suit. You're not sitting here. Yes, I am. Move. Give it to him hard. No.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stab me with it? No.
They want to help, but don't know how. Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
The Lions have just run a play. It was a inventive play where Baker tossed it to Gillette.
Yeah. Little shovel pass forward.
It was a forward pass, but not quite enough for the first down, and it looks like the Lions are going to gamble here. They're looking at, no, they're not going to now. They came to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they forced Acton Boxborough to
Take a timeout
because they were getting
Right.
return personnel in.
So that's their first timeout of the football game. Each team has taken one, and that was a good call by the coaching staff. Okay, take a look at the predictions for tonight. Here they are. Howie was not here in time, and I'm sure Howie would have, he'll tell us at the end of the game what his prediction would have been.
Exactly. I'm not revealing it until the end.
We were all pretty close, actually, and right now it doesn't look good, but long way to go.
Chumps adopting the punt. Which probably at this time of the game is the right thing to do. Got a good leg in
absolutely.
Lapoli.
Back deep for the Colonials, also received the punt is Sean Kelly.
So Lapoli is standing at his 15. Good snap. Gets it away. That's a line drive. This could be returned. But good bounce for the Lions. It's going to actually take a great bounce for the Lions into the 28-yard line.
Nice job by Michael there.
Very good foot by Michael to get that ball out of a lot of difficulty.
28-year-old.
He showed a good foot last year.
He did. He was a bright spot.
Yeah, and I think he's worked on it over the offseason.
Yep. He's also the place kicker, so we'll see what that holds. Lions need a turnover now, as Acton has put together a couple of good drives. One of them a scoring drive of 91 yards. And Sullivan has thrown the ball very well. He doesn't look pretty, but boy, it's effective. He's a senior quarterback succeeding Finn Murray, who was a real dynamic quarterback for Acton last year. Burrigat is the running back beside Sullivan.
Chumps are coming on a blitz.
Back, Burrigat's wide open on the outside. And he's down the sideline. Great speed.
Nice little shake move to the inside to shake that first tackler.
From the 28 all the way out to the 46. So it's about an 18-yard pickup.
Nice little wheel route, and there's a move right there.
Yep. Give the leg, take the leg away, and it's 1st and 10. Lions show blitz. Hand it to Burrigat, and he's broken through to line to pick up a first down running.
Mike Lapoli on that stop, and he was on the previous stop too.
Yeah.
So 2 plays, and Acton has moved the ball for 2 consecutive first downs, moving the ball quickly down the field. There's the play, and there's Mike on the tackle. Acton has shown that first game has helped them, and they're crisp.
On the blitz.
And Sullivan keeps it. He read that well. He takes it for a first down.
Nate Sullivan on the keeper. Good for another AB first down.
So they're picking up yardage in gobs now. They're just everything they're doing is looking extremely successful.
Well, Burrigat attracts so much attention that second play they just gave a fake to him, and Sullivan kept it.
And when you're setting a blitz like that, the quarterback found the empty hole.
So it did.
This is a toss. Burrigat on the outside.
Nice job there.
Good tackle from behind.
Yeah.
Alex Brouette on the carry again.
And a tackler was number 21 for the Lions, Shane Sutherland, a junior.
Tackled by number 21.
Shane's a tough kid. I coach him in lacrosse, and I've watched him play football the last couple of years. Tough kid.
He is one of 20 juniors on the team, only 19 seniors. It's 2nd and 3. Burrigat. First down and a lot more.
Alex Brouette again, right up the
He
middle.
doesn't seem to get stopped very often on the initial hit. He's able to run through tackles.
He does a nice job. He looks like he accelerates when he gets to a tackler and breaks through.
I don't know. It's amazing that Acton keeps coming up with these athletes. It really is. Timeout, Chelmsford. They're taking their second timeout, and they need it.
So in the new rules, it's 3 per half, correct?
Right.
Correct.
Right. They got one more.
There's a new way to get all your AB football gear and swag. Go to abfootball.org.
Dave, this looks a little grim for the Lions.
Your favorites are available in all sizes.
So far, not looking good, but we knew that number 9 was going to be the main man for Acton tonight, and got off to a slow start with that fumble, but now he's starting to turn it on. Hopefully the Lions can bend and not break right here.
Right now, on your phone, go ahead.
Defensive coach for the Lions is Pat Tenaglia. He was there a couple years ago in Chelmsford. Has come back with George Peterson to be the Lions defensive coach. And it's a 1st and 10. The ball is at the 13-yard line of Chelmsford. Sullivan hands it. Beauregard, big hole, across the 5. Still spinning and going down to about the 2.
Just an old-fashioned ISO play.
Fullback leads through.
Yeah, they doubled the nose guard, the middle.
And that's good enough for a first down.
First and goal at about the 3-yard line.
Sean Stackpole for Chelmsford.
Beauregard's really piling up the yardage now.
Yeah, he's got to be pretty close to 100 already. I think the chunks he's broken off in this second quarter.
Sullivan goes under center, tosses it, Beauregard, and he is in for the touchdown.
Touchdown.
3-yard touchdown run. Alex Beauregard. Acton goes on top now by a score of 12-0. And that's another, that drive I'd have to say was really an easy drive in football.
Very efficient.
Yeah. They're lining up to kick it.
What Chelmsford's guilty of there is that they just gave up too many big plays in that. There was considerable yardage gain as the kick goes through. But yeah, you got to limit those big plays. I mean, Chelmsford's been good in the short stuff.
We will take a break and talk about that drive when we come back on the other side.
To eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Kickoff by Emmett, taken by Brotherston, trying to get outside on the left, needs a block. Good return. Gets it about the 30-yard line by Dylan Brotherston.
Yeah.
Where the Lions are on offense and they really need to find a way to sustain a drive, keep Acton off the field, and get it in the end zone.
Yeah, they like a drive. Let's get a score before halftime here. They've got over 8 minutes left, and keep it a little close.
Well, that's what I think. I mean, they're going to have to earn their touchdowns through, so lessen the mistakes, hit the the quick hitters.
Oh, bat it down at the line of scrimmage.
Batted down by Kelly.
You have to put together the 4 and 5 yard hitters, and if you lessen the mistakes, you move the ball down the field.
That was an excellent defensive play.
It was actually number 9, Bruce.
Yeah, it was Beauregard. That kid is one whale of a football player. He has done it offensively, of course, and defensively, without question. Made a couple of big plays already. A sack, a deflection, and there's a blown-up play that Baker tried to run. That was the option.
And Pasillo in on the tackle, 24.
Sort of elected the wrong option.
3rd and 13.
Misread of some sort. Well,
there wasn't much going to happen anyway.
No.
3rd and 12. That's a fumble. And Acton has it. And boy, if it can go wrong, it's now starting to really go wrong. Acton's going to get it at the 25-yard line.
Let's see, was it a bad snap or a handoff? Oh, yeah, it hit
Gillette.
Hit Gillette. It never got to Baker for the fake.
No, not at all. Not even close.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget the Acton Lions Club.
I think Acton might try to hammer one in on the first play here.
Candy and other great stuff.
Oh, now's the time. Just toss it up.
Sure, they got everything going their way. No reason not to.
Thank you, Acton Lions.
I have to also compliment their offensive line, who has really given Sullivan all the time he needs to throw it. They've picked up blitzes, and they have that weapon in Beauregard.
Yeah, they're looking
for a dump underneath, which is completed successfully for the almost for the touchdown.
About the one.
Out the 3 or 1 yard line. Yep, Rob, good call.
Puccello is the receiver.
Okay.
Number 21.
You'll watch. He ran an under pattern. He just snuck just behind the line of scrimmage.
Yep.
Number 24, I said 21, but right player.
Yep.
First and goal, about a yard to go for the line for Acton Boxborough.
Another tackle by Mike Lapoli, which saved that. That play was going to be a touchdown if Mike wasn't there.
Yep.
So Acton trying to do what they did last year, score 20 points or more in the first half against the Lions. They're sort of been on a roll where they're eating up Chelmsford. High snap, and that was a legal procedure, I think.
Yeah, I think the snap was delayed.
Everybody went but the center.
Yep.
So it's going to be first and goal at the 6.
Indication is a legal procedure against
Federation rules change the amount of time to get plays off?
I don't know. I do not know the answer to that. You're not supposed to stump the announcer.
I want to say 25 seconds. Rob.
I thought it did. Yeah.
I think it is 25, but I'm not positive.
There was a very good article in the Globe last week about the changes.
Yes. High snap, Beauregard trying to get outside, gets to the 5, gets to about the 3.
That's Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly, the ball carrier. It's going to be third and goal.
Naturally, I cut the article out, but
I have
it's on the desk.
Well,
I didn't bring it, but I do have it.
To the fans, they won't know the difference. They
No.
really, I mean, unless you used to playing NCAA in the field as a coach, the rules can be a little bit tricky, but there's not much that's going to look different to everybody in the field.
Right.
I've also heard that many of the officiating crews this year have decided not to officiate the ones that are working college games. They don't want to get confused.
Right.
Straight ahead, Beauregard.
Yeah, he's in.
Touchdown. So he picks up his second touchdown of the night. And for him, that is also his, I think, his
replay.
AB leads 19-0. 7:04 left in the half. PAT pending. We got Sullivan on the snap. Kelly to hold.
That's his 5th touchdown of the season early in this year, and he's already got 5 touchdowns. Emmett on to extra point, faked it.
Fake. Short.
And the Lions stopped it. So that was a good heads-up defense by the Lions there, where they kept Acton Boxborough out of the end zone. First good thing in quite a while. And we're going to take a break. This will be another good thing.
Open road, here comes the Heffley family.
Whether it's a short trip or a long haul.
Estimated time 47.
May I please have an application? Thank you.
Skip the drama. Get your diploma. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
Neil, Rob Russo, David Markham, and Bruce Byron back in Acton. The Lions are on the short end of a 19-0 score. We still have 7 minutes to play in the second quarter, and Acton is just pounding away. This is Gillette on the 15, straight ahead. Gets hit at about the 20 and takes it to about the 30-yard line. Hit at the 25 to about the 30.
Excellent hang time on the kick, so it give Acton enough time to cover.
Not deep, but it's, right. As you said, they have enough time to run down there.
Jacob Emmett does a nice job getting it up.
Nice to see the Chelmsford High School band here tonight under the direction of Matt Sexauer.
They're filling up all of the visitor stands.
Yes,
That's
they
how
are.
many there are.
Yes, they are. A lot of them.
Speed option.
And this is Baker with a good first down run.
They went right back to the play that
he got stuffed
the
on.
fumble. So and that's what it should look like.
Here's the replay here.
Baker does have good speed. If he gets out in the opening, did a nice job. He got stopped at the 45. So a pickup of about 15. He runs it again straight ahead. Only a gain of maybe a yard this time. And Beauregard there at the bottom of the pile.
Keeper again for no gain, or maybe one gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
Brett Baker has the play. And Acton jumps, but stayed onside.
Trying to get the hard count. Change the play.
Baker fires it quickly to the outside. He has his man, good speed, and a nice job out there that time. Who are we looking at?
That's what I...
Brotherston?
Yep.
Brotherston, okay.
Oh, very good.
Nice.
A veteran from last year. Here it is again. Good toss by Baker. And Brotherston, number 8, good speed. And a handoff this time for a short gain.
And Dillon came to the ball. He didn't wait for the ball to come to him. He moved toward the ball.
I think that was Baker that kept the football. Yeah, he came right at it like receiving, throwing it right into a receiver coming towards him. 3 wides to the right side of the field. It's 2nd and about 10. They turn and fire back, and it's good, completed. And the Lions are moving it down the sideline and taking it deep into Acton territory. And a well-executed play.
Flag at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, this could be one of those things that the Lions can't afford to do. And that was well after the play.
I thought the ball was tipped, so that's a great job by Baker.
It was. There's Brotherston. And
one of the faster players.
I didn't see the
right about
clip.
20, just before you couldn't.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, saw a kid on his face, and flag came right out.
There is a flag down on the play.
It's a personal foul against the Lions. It will be
repeat 2nd down.
2nd down.
Indication is a personal foul against Chelmsford. Walking it back.
Wow. They had the ball down inside the 15-yard line.
Oh, wow.
This looks like a 20-yard penalty.
Oh, I was watching the head official.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, they are going to call it now 2nd down and about 5. That's the kind of penalty that you just can't have if you're a Chelmsford fan.
The first down. They gave him a first down, and then the penalty was after, I guess.
That makes it a little easier, but still. Nice little drive we got going here, and Baker is doing a great job executing this drive. He has 2 receivers to both sides of the field.
All right, now they're moving the stakes. This has got to be one of those Federation rules that we're not aware of here. Oh, now they
moved it back. So if it's 1st and 5?
1st and 5. I guess they had well,
if it's part of the play, it seems to me it's part of the play. The 15 yards brought it back within, so they didn't get the first down.
but
And we're going to have another
Timeout
delay.
from Acton.
Timeout Acton.
Yeah,
They want an explanation.
right. It's first down.
See, it's new for the coaches, too.
Yeah, absolutely. 1st and 5. It's not repeating second down. They've actually got the first down.
There's Coach Peterson over there. He's talking to his offensive team, and I think he's talking about the penalty. We're going to try a little bit harder in the second half to identify some of the linemen of the Lions. Number 62 is John Mahoney. Number 73 for the Lions is Nick Bottomley. And we'll try to get a few more of those guys.
Bobby Lee, 79 captain.
Yep.
Griffin Hart, 76. Ed Rigney, 78.
Dave, we're going to come to you on any of these plays that we don't understand. We're just going to toss it over to you, and you can explain our way out of it. 1st and 5, and they're at the 35, and I think we're ready to go again. Acton showed blitz. They back out of it. Brett Baker looks to throw it, does. Receiver coming inside, needed a block, didn't get it.
Foley.
And that was Lapoli, and he might have lost a couple. So it's going to be second and about 5. Completed to Lapoli, but for no gain. Mike, a returning junior this year. Had a very good season on a very unfortunate season for the Lions. He did well. It's a toss, and he fell down. The receiver fell down. That was Gillette.
Yep.
Just tripped over his own feet. Had some room out there, too. It's going to be 3rd and 5.
Quite a crowd forming around the field here.
Boy, there's a big crowd here tonight.
Crowd here.
Opening night, and it's a beautiful night. This feels like a football night.
Except for all the mosquito spray I can smell.
This is Gillette running
Very
ahead.
close.
Nice counter play.
Yep.
To about the 30. He needs maybe just a half a yard. I think they're short.
31.
Yeah, they're short by about a yard, maybe a little less, but it's 4th down. Quarterback sneak.
Oh, Baker waiting enough.
Yeah, takes the first down. And a good job by the Lions there to the 27-yard line. Pickup of about 3 or 4.
Coach Bassett's asking
There it is.
about movement.
There it is. You thought Baker moved quicker?
Baker was leaning before the ball.
Yeah.
Was snapped.
Ooh, high snap. Keeps it. Whoa. Gets knocked up in the air.
Don't see that too often.
Nope. Hard tackle, number 51 of the Colonials. That's Sean Tobin. Good not to fumble that one. Here it is. Yeah, Tobin down there low. 2nd and 8. Lions going for it all. He has a man just overthrown, and it looked like he was pulling on the shirt.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be some interference there. But
Yeah.
No?
3rd down. If we have the replay, we can take a look at that, because I see everything from the perspective of maroon and white anyway.
Correct.
Those maroon-colored glasses.
Yeah, that's what they are. 3 and 8 for the Lions. Our camera crew tonight is outstanding on a very difficult field to do camera work. We have a great group of people this year.
Napoli coming
He looked
across.
him over, and he's got the first down. He's still on his feet inside the 10.
Out to 7.
Great look off by Baker on that one. This is a junior quarterback who's learning this game tonight. First and goal, Chauncey. He looks big time to his right, comes back to his left to Lapoli. First and goal. He looks again to throw it, throws it out of the end zone. Good play. He was double covered.
Yeah.
Lions would certainly benefit, as Howie said, from a touchdown before halftime. And I think we've answered the question about will the Lions fold the tent, and they certainly have not done that at all.
Well, we've got
battling hard.
Yeah.
Baker looks over to Coach Peterson. I think he's going to call a timeout, and he is.
Last one of the half.
Yep. And it's a good time. There's only 3 minutes. Is it midnight yet, guys? Well, I guess it's only about 8 o'clock, so it's an hour.
Are we figuring 10 o'clock games by the time?
Yeah, we do.
With halftime included. With the 10 or 15.
There's the Chelmsford Lions huddle on the sideline. Got some new people in that huddle. Pat White, Jack Hansbury, former Chelmsford High School standout with the headset on. Jack, an academic All-American down at Bentley. And here is the record in the rivalry. 13 wins for the Colonials, 8 for the Lions. And they ran off a 10-game streak. Lions are 7-4 over the last 11. But there's the point totals. Colonials 399, the Lions 374. Baker dances, fakes, drops it, and
that might not end up well.
Nope. I think the Colonials are going to get it. He pump faked it and fumbled it. Slipped right out of his hand.
Yep.
There's the pump fake and there's the fumble. And number 61, I believe.
Where's that tuck rule when we need it?
Right?
Just a quick reminder, there will be 2 bands.
Spencer Alexander on the recovery. So they will start a drive with 3 minutes to go, 2:53 exactly. Our graphics compliments Dan Sylvia, who has put together a great package. Each week we will try to get more and more graphics to you. And Dan is the best. He learned from his boss, I think, Tom Peterson. That's who he learned from.
A good person to learn from.
Yep, it is. Sullivan, back to pass. Need to pick one, Lions. He rolls to his right. Gets out of the pocket. Fires. And I think completed. Stayed in bounds.
Nice job keeping both feet in. And,
well, I think what they were going for there, and this is kind of a thing that you would do on a play like this, is just going to throw it up, throw a fade. They were throwing a post trail on this side, and if he had a little more protection, it might have hit it.
Pacello, the receiver. The ball is out to the 26, 27-yard line. Sullivan again over the middle, has his receiver. His receivers run exactly where they're supposed to. And that receiver there was number 19 is Tim DiPaolo, a new receiver, pickup of 9. The clock is moving, coming down to 2:20.
Pass.
Yep, kind of a free play. Sullivan fires it, has a man. And no, he did not catch that.
What a catch. That was
I don't think he did catch it.
Oh, absolutely. That was a heck of a catch.
All right.
Holy cow.
His hands were underneath.
Wow.
We should have a great look at it from this camera angle. But he extended himself.
That's a gain of about 40 yards.
His arm went right underneath that ball.
Yep.
I'm not going to argue with you.
Holy cow.
First and 10, AB.
I thought it bounced, but I got overruled. Burrow outside, still outside. Cuts the first down yardage.
Down to about the 15.
Yeah, the Lions had a knocking at the door, taking this in for a touchdown, and now Acton is inside the 20 in 4 plays.
But I tell you, that pass isn't the fault of the defensive back.
No.
That kid should not have caught that pass.
No, he was covered very well. And Sullivan, was it?
It was.
The quarterback? Who's the quarterback again?
Sullivan is the quarterback.
Right, he dropped it right in.
Yep.
Plenty of air underneath, so
he's not the prettiest passer in the world, but he's really effective.
What?
High snap, he drops it. Now he's in trouble, but he gets away, finds his receiver, and scores. Boy, that's the way it's going to go tonight. 17-yard touchdown pass. Pacello on the reception. And Acton Boxborough is now up by a score of 25-0. And they have dominated this football game, totally dominated it.
Everything they've done is turned into a touchdown here.
Even a busted
play, bouncing around.
Lions in pursuit, but no dice. Priscello fights off Lapoli and gets it into the end zone. Going for 2. Sullivan looking for the out. Gets it in.
Gets it in, yep.
So it's 27-0, Acton. And certainly if there were any doubts about the ability for Acton to come back after their outstanding year last year, I think they've answered them.
Well, Howie and I talked about this earlier, too. They have a game under their belt.
Yep.
Chumpson coming off a very tough year last year. A lot of new kids on the team, or a lot of new kids in the field who were on the team last year but didn't play. So you got first game jitters. You've got a confidence issue that coaches will get built up over time. But the mistakes early on, setting them back after good plays, the clip on that touchdown or seemingly touchdown drive.
Yep.
And then the fumble following it.
Halftime, 1 minute, 50-50. Tackle one of those people.
Emmett to kick it off. And this can't be what the Lions had hoped for.
Tackle is appropriate on those weight buckets.
And he kind of squibs it. Pooch kicks it. Taken by one of the up backs.
About the 35.
And
going to make it to 37.
Yeah, short gain. That was number 23 for the Lions that caught
Hughes.
that. Yeah, Patrick Hughes. Yep. So the Lions probably will hope to get to the locker room and see if they can stop this tsunami somehow.
And they receive the kickoff at
Acton receives the kickoff.
Receives.
Yeah. They did win the toss and elected to kick it. Sideline a little too high.
Yeah.
Intended for Dylan Brotherston.
Acton's playing prevent all the way.
2nd and 10.
You have 3 safeties back, about 15 yards. Or 2 safeties back at 15 and another at 12.
Baker, nice carry, close to first down, and he has it.
Nice look by him.
Lions can't stop the clock now. They have no timeouts, so Acton will be happy with that. Looking long, trying to hit. Oh, that was number 23. I think that was Hughes.
Patrick Hughes, not me. Yep.
Trying to hit Patrick.
Good
well
pass.
Run play.
Good pass.
Yeah.
Very well defended.
Nice job. Good defense. It's 2nd and 10.
Patrick Hughes. 2nd and 10.
Three wides to the right of Mr. Baker.
On a blitz.
Ooh. Hughes again, the intended. Boy, if that... The Acton defender was
he was
thinking of coming in and making that play.
Yep. Hughes get up with a little bit of a hobble and a
little gimp
there, but he ran off okay.
It's going to be 3rd down and 10 for Chelmsford.
Just under 30 seconds.
Could be a hold, but not. It was a screen and dropped.
Baker's pass falls incomplete.
Intended receiver number 11.
Yep, it was 11.
Matt Lefebvre.
Just kind of booted that around. It was right there. Here it is.
He was trying to run before he had the ball.
Yep. And there was room.
Yeah.
He could have gotten out of bounds. 4th down. And they're punting. And kind of a low kick by Lapoli this time.
A lot of pressure on him in that one.
They were coming on the block. To the 20. And there are only 10 seconds. Acton will probably take a knee here and end this first half having rolled up 27 points on the Lions. And there is a good crowd here tonight. Very good
it's
crowd.
big.
This is a team that I really believe belongs in the Merrimack Valley somehow. They should be in the conference, along with Westford.
One of the things I've noticed now, because basically the population of people is down, but I think football is taking a hit, especially in the youth ranks. I mean, Acton is down to a minimally sized team, and Chelmsford, for the first time in years, 10th through 12th grade is fairly low in numbers.
It is. There's only 60 players. They're going for a big play here. They didn't take a knee.
No.
Incomplete. Or they took a timeout.
Well, stops the clock on the first down.
First down.
Yeah,
3 seconds.
That's an interesting call.
Yeah, that sure was. That sort of says to me that we're looking for blood here. And I'm sure they're going to try it again.
Well, Coach Peterson with Lexington would have played Acton Boxborough in the years prior.
Yes. Yeah, he's seen them before. Coming up at halftime, I don't know if the Chelmsford High School Band is going to perform because they haven't left the bleachers. So it might be just the Acton Boxborough Band that is performing.
You get it. That's a good point.
Screen. Yeah, screen. Burrowett stays on his feet. And now they have him. That was a pickup of about 12 right there. Sullivan's got enormous passing yardage, and Burrowett has enormous rushing yardage, and Acton Boxborough has 27 points. So we're going to leave you at halftime with a score of 27-0, and we'll pick it up on the other side. Hopefully with a little bit better performance by the Lions.
Got a 15-minute halftime.
That's better. We used to be 20, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the other three cameras on. What a great shot to bring you back to Acton Boxborough. That's the camera up on the top of the truck, I believe, and what a beautiful sight that is. Great halftime performance. Teams are back on the field. The Lions are kicking it off. Here are some highlights from the first half. And unfortunately, most of them were lowlights, and that probably was the lowest of the low right there, guys.
That was when Chelmsford was threatening to score, and this comes back.
That was
after,
the pass
right after that play
that was not caught.
Outstanding catch or non-catch?
It was called a catch. I still debate it, but
I saw it live. I hate to give the kid credit, but he deserved it.
He did, yeah.
And this is a touchdown run by Sullivan. And then the two-point conversion. Fighting off a Chelmsford defender. There's Coach Peterson. I'm sure he's not happy, but in some ways this score was unexpected, but I knew the Lions would have some difficulty. Lopoli squibs it, and it's picked up at the 40, and short return. I don't know if that was squibbed intentionally.
All right, Hogard on the return, number 4.
And they're going to take it at the 37-yard line. And Dave Markham has some numbers here tonight. And for Sullivan, he's thrown for 234 yards in the first half alone. That's a career for some guys. Yeah. Just an absolute wonderful display. He has good receivers as well.
Here he is with 5 wides.
He's empty backfield. He's back to pass. He steps up. He's flushed out of the pocket. And he knows what to do when he can't throw it. And that takes it close to first down yardage. Picks up about 8 on the play.
Forced out of bounds by Jeremy Ware.
So it'll be 2nd and 2 for the Colonials. Just underway, third quarter, 12-minute quarters this year. And of course, you go out of bounds, it stops the clock. Acton Boxborough with 1 receiver to the right and 3 to the bottom. Beauregard, the running back. Quick toss over the middle. It's complete to Kelly. He takes it across the 50, and they're picking right back up where they left off.
Rob, I have to believe they run like a choice route.
Especially when that pass was completed. So to explain, the choice route is the receiver is going to cut one way or the other depending on how the defense plays him.
Yeah.
It's a 1st and 10 for Acton. They're across midfield, 48-yard line. Sullivan, 3rd pass in a row, wide open.
That should be
that's a first down.
Hogard.
Yes, it is. Hogard for a 13-yard pickup, or 12-yard pickup.
Number 22 for Chelmsford.
Thrown the ball 3 times and hit 3 receivers. Tackler for the Lions was Dom DeBarry. Sullivan gets his play from his coach, Timmy Bassett. Timmy has done a nice job, suffered in the first year that he was here, but the last couple, he's been really on target. Long, deep, wide open. Oh, good closing. And that was a catch, guys. That was incredible.
Number 2 on the catch.
Yeah, that.
Brady. Grandin Brady, I believe.
Boy, does he have a group of receivers that are excellent.
Yeah.
See the replay on this one?
Tyler Nolan defending's right there.
He did a great job. Tyler was right there, did everything he could do, and Brady just pulled it in. And the pass was a beautiful pass. 33-0. Trying to add the 34th point. Jacob Emmett. And he does. 34-0. That took a minute and 23 seconds. Was it 4 passes in a row, I believe?
Correct.
Yes.
And let's see if we have the touchdown on replay, because, boy, that was one of the highlights of the year, I think, for Acton Boxborough. And this is a case where you wonder in the Chelmsford side of the field, they look at here it is. I'll keep quiet and watch. Great play by Tyler, but great, better catch.
Yeah, Tyler.
Wow.
Tyler was right there.
He was going up to catch it. I mean, I think he thought he had it.
Yep. Just couldn't quite make the play. Emmett to kick it off.
Backer number 8, number 2 for Chelmsford. That's Gillette.
And this is Brotherston. Straight up the middle and hit at the 24-yard line.
That's a run back of about 10 yards.
Acton does a lot of things well, including covering kicks. They give the quarterback a clean pocket to throw the football. They do an excellent job. 1st and 10, Chelmsford 24-yard line. And I thought actually Brett Baker had a pretty good first half. Toss to the outside.
Just overthrown.
Overthrown and incomplete.
Jake Marshall, the intended receiver.
Yep. 2nd and 10.
Jake Marshall.
Not much time. Has a receiver. Oh, boy. That could have been caught by Brotherston. It was a little behind him, but it was a catchable football, and he'd be the first one to tell you that. 2nd and 10. Here it is.
Baker doing a good job to
avoid the rush.
Avoid the rush.
Yeah.
Ooh, just a touch high, maybe.
High and behind.
Yep.
Whoa.
Blitz, screen. Gillette gets maybe 4 or 5. That looked like helmet to helmet.
That looked like a.
Yep.
Number 2 in the carry, Puccillo on the tackle.
And they're not going to call that. It's going to be 4th down and 5 or 6 to go for the Lions. Lapoli in to punt it. Acton went through the early 2000s. They hold the longest consecutive win streak in the state at 52 games. And they certainly are a storied high school football program. And this
Another
ball
good bounce.
Come to rest at the 32. It was a good bounce, Rob. This is where it gets tough to be a coach right now. There's not a whole lot you can tell your kids. I mean, the game is literally over.
Right, you just have to keep
going. You're right, and you still have 21 minutes of football left.
Well, the thing you work on is, you work for the individual victories. So, now the offense is off the field, so you're going to talk to them, and you say, all right, well, let's get first downs now. Let's get 2 or 3 first downs in a row, and you kind of build on that.
Sullivan is under center. He hands it to a new running back this time, but with very good speed for first down. Pittarino is the ball carrier.
Very close.
And close. I said first down, but maybe he's a touch shy.
No, they're
going to give him the first down. Here it is. He's quick. Nice job by Pittarino. Jumps with defenders moving backward, unfortunately.
Acton taking some time off the clock, getting slow out of the huddle now.
It's a pitch to Pittarino. And he's taken down this time behind the line of scrimmage. Good defensive play. Oh, you got the flag. I could have been celebration penalty. Dom DeBarry was the tackler. And what happens at the end of this? Late hit on the Lions.
Standing over. Yeah. Push the kid late. Stood over him.
Right. Yep. That's the 3rd or 4th major penalty against the Lions tonight.
Seemingly they happen right after something good.
Yeah.
This was a loss for 3.
Yep.
Now it becomes a first down.
Yeah. Yeah. Across midfield to the 41-yard line. Well, our predictions, guys, are long out the window.
I haven't given mine yet.
Oh, that's right.
I bet you're getting close to the right answer.
I did think the Lions would score tonight.
I think they will too, still.
And again, that's Pittarino.
Pittarino on the carry.
Picks up 2.
Acton wisely just slowing it down.
Yeah, they're trying to take some, as Rob said, trying to take time off the clock. Very intelligent way to play right now.
It's either 25 seconds from when they set the ball, or it's 40 seconds as soon as the play ends.
It's both, I think.
I can't remember.
It's both.
I think you're right on both.
Yeah, that's the 2 numbers I had in mind, but I didn't know. They talked about a play clock.
Yeah.
And I said, what's the 42nd one? I thought it was going to be on the scoreboard or something, but you're right on. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Bursting through a big hole. Quickness. Pittarino again, and boy, he hit that hole with a full head of speed. He was running downhill, and he's not a very big football player.
Tyler Nolan with the stop.
Captain Tyler Nolan.
They just hit a nice seam in the defense.
He's I'm sorry, Rob, go ahead.
No, just hit a nice seam and burst of speed, just kind of had all the angle.
Listed at 5'5", 145 on the program. But his 40-yard number must be pretty good. It's a 1st and 10. Again, Acton taking time in the huddle. They have it at the 28-yard line.
Acton's now under center, the old I formation.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And Pittarino straight ahead. Acton runs a lot of formations at you.
Number 72.
And your formation, the defense to where you want them.
Right. 2nd and 7. They ended the first half with 4 successful passing plays for a touchdown, and now they're hammering the ball straight ahead with the running game. Ooh.
That was a great play by
DeBarry is having
DeBarry.
a very good football game. 22, level 22.
Dominic DeBarry.
That's a loss on the play of about 6. It's third and call it 13. 2 22s in the open space. Boom. And too much time?
Timeout.
Or timeout?
Indications are timeout.
Acton
It looks
just-
like Acton took a timeout.
They took a timeout, but they've also brought the clock down about 4 or 5 minutes.
Yes, they have. And I think they brought it down that time to just about the number before they called the timeout.
Mm-hmm.
That was a quick timeout, obviously. They're ready to go again. But I think you have to take the timeout when you call it.
Once you call it, you get whatever, probably a minute or
Yep.
whatever. I don't think.
Yeah. The officials will probably use a little discretion tonight, as well they should.
That's the other thing about Federation. I know they have a coaching box on the field, though. You know, obviously this field is pre-striped, but in Federation you can't. The kids have to be off the field a certain distance, and then only the coaches can prowl in that coach's box, which typically will hurt Chelmsford. As being on the field myself, I sort of like to be on the field when we're down there, but.
Yeah.
Third down. Does he throw it? No, he runs it. It's fourth down and about 10.
I think you'll see them go for this.
Pittarino, the ball carrier, picked up 3, 4th and 10. We've had a steady diet of Pittarino, and he seems to find number 22 quite frequently too on the Lions. Or the Lion is finding Pittarino. I guess that's the more accurate way to put it.
Mm-hmm.
We talked in the first half, Bruce, about getting the names of some of the interior linemen, so I've been jotting down a few. Mark Spinelli, Sean Stackpole, number 10. Dob DeBarry, we've mentioned quite a bit. He's having a nice game.
Sullivan back to throw it. The Lions blitz him. He throws it incomplete. That's one of the first times he's looked ragged tonight. But he didn't have his full cast of characters in there either. The Lions have turned them over. I think that's really one of the few times that they have stopped Acton Boxborough tonight.
Number 72 for the Lions put on good pressure on him there.
I can pronounce his
You
first
say
name.
that
It's
name,
Cyprian.
please.
Cyprian.
It's Cyprian.
Yeah.
You have it. That's a P and not a B. But Cyprian, I have him in class.
Zulanic.
We'll call it. We'll go with that.
We'll go with Cyprian.
Cyprian.
Yep.
First and 10, Chelmsford. Brett Baker still there at quarterback. He keeps it and runs straight ahead. Has good yardage and picks up close to first down yardage.
Offensive lineman inside, John Mahoney, Nick Bottomley, Ed Rigney, John Prolia, and Bobby Lee.
Nice job by Mr. Baker on that play. A junior quarterback. He will learn a lot this year. He keeps it again, gets a block and turns the corner and picks up another first down. That's picks up about 4 yards on 2 plays.
Nice misdirection, fake the jet sweep.
Yeah, well read.
Yep. Not this time.
And he does it again.
Yeah.
Almost stepped free. Another first down.
First down, yep.
That's good enough for another Chelmsford.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's right.
Correct.
38-yard line. I wonder we have heard that before. He is running it against a few number twos
Well,
from
I
Acton.
understand.
But still, this is something that the Lions need. Hand it off. Oop, faked it. Going to throw it. He's going to run it. Going to throw it. Ooh.
Overthrown.
Overthrown.
Intended for Patrick Hughes.
Pass falls incomplete. Brett Baker. Brings up second and 10.
Brett has a good arm. He threw that ball a long way. And it was a good tight spiral.
Yeah, that was, I think, one of his better throws. Some
Yes.
of the others have been a little wobbly and off target. That one there was thrown well.
5'10", 165, and a junior. Acton's blitz. The Lions run straight ahead. Couple of yards there. It's going to be 3rd and 8.
Straight ahead. Gains about 1. Going to bring up 3rd and 9.
And we are making this quarter, thank goodness, disappear.
Yeah.
Baker sets up, has a little room, runs out of room, is going to run it. Runs into his own man, unfortunately. Picked up 3, going to be 4th down. 4th and about 6 or 7.
Tackled by number 20, Kevin German.
You'll see he does run into his own player here.
Yeah.
It wasn't the player's fault.
No, it was called pass.
Player can't go downfield.
Right.
Yeah.
That's Ed Rigney. Some of the linemen played last year for us. Ed played, Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee.
Nick Bottomley got some time last year. He's at center, I believe.
Nice job by the Lions, and they got the first down. That's a great throw and a great catch, and turned yards after catch. That was Lapoli. Yes.
Yep.
Yep. And that bubble screen did it
That
well.
was Lapoli. They have the ball now at the 25-yard line.
Just under a minute.
They've been down here before. Not able to convert. Straight ahead, big hole.
Quarterback ISO.
And picks up first down yardage.
Yep. Yep.
So that's going to take it to about the 15. We don't have too much time left in this quarter. Nice drive put together, mostly on the legs of Brett Baker.
Yep.
And some good holes up front. He runs away from a defender, fires it. Whoa!
Good defensive play there.
That was
Graham Brady.
Good breakup.
Too. Yep.
Yeah. At the end of the 18
we have
seconds.
We have a flag.
Have a roughing.
Bad formation.
Illegal formation.
Yep.
So the Lions commit a penalty. Acton may turn it down, considering the fact that the play went for nothing. Illegal procedure.
We have an illegal procedure indication.
And they are going to decline it. It's going to be 2nd and 10. No, they're going to take it. Boy, at this point in the game, I don't understand why you would take that penalty.
That's a 5-yard penalty.
Looking for the shutout.
I guess.
Back them up.
Yeah. Second and 15, excuse me. Taken down on a nice tackle out there.
Baker a little hesitant, wasn't sure if he was going to keep it, and
that whole play looked a little slow.
Yeah.
He wasn't concerned, or he wasn't confident with what he was going to do.
Jeremy Ware, the tackler, the end of the third quarter is upon us. Chelmsford will have it third down and about 15, maybe 18 when we resume in the fourth quarter. Is that shot high above Leary Field in Acton. So we're going to take a break. The teams will take a break, and we'll be back after it is over.
50-50 pot. Let's try to beat this week's 50.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Once again, it's Howie Neal, Rob Russo, Dave Markham, and yours truly, Bruce Byam. It is a second down, and about 19 for the Lions. They've penetrated Acton territory down to about the 21-yard line. And they would love to put some points up on the board. Looking for the whole thing right now. Can he screen them out?
Intercept.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, intercepted. A tip ball.
Flags.
That pass is intercepted.
Flags all over the place.
Got a
clip
on Acton.
Yep.
Number 10 for the Lions.
Christian Young.
Got the stack holes.
There is a flag on the play.
But Acton has turned the ball over, and they will get it. Here it is again. 2 or 3 tips here. Looking for Lapoli. Here's the first tip. The second one pulled in. And
31.
Yep, number 31. Oh, there's the clip.
Christian Young on the interception for Acton.
They will.
Penalty was against AB.
Penalty yardage is huge against the Lions tonight, too. They have committed a lot of penalties.
About their 8-yard line. First and 10.
So the ball is at the 8. First and 10, Acton. And we'll see how they handle it. They're bringing Sullivan back in to play quarterback, but he has a few new people with him. Judge Peterson, Pat Tenaglia in the red shirt. He's the defensive coach. Pittarino, straight ahead, picks up 3.
Acton just going to keep chunking away at the clock by running the ball.
And they'll just keep their number ones, for the most part, on the sideline, trying to drain as much time as they can. And there's that man again. Acton on their program did not give us, that was number 29, excuse me.
Right.
Yeah, new back, that was Tyler Clayton. They did not give us the years of sophomore, graduation, so we can't give them to you. If you are a Lion fan and looking to attend next Friday's football game, it has been moved to Saturday. It's in Haverhill, and I think it's a 2 o'clock start. Is that correct? Maybe somebody in the truck has that information.
That's all because of the mosquitoes.
Mosquitoes.
Oh.
And it's going to be a 4th down, a straight ahead handoff A lot of Acton players in this football game tonight, especially on offense. And that was number 11 that carried the football, and that's a new running back. That is Stephen Callison. 4th down, punting situation. Emmett is their punter. Standing on the 50, I believe is, let's see if that's Brotherston.
Yeah, I
can't see the number. Good line drive kick, and this could be returned. And oh, nice tackle.
That's Jake Marshall.
It was Jake.
Yep.
Excellent tackle.
He got down there in a hurry because
Sure
that
did.
punt was low.
Yeah, number 20 on the tackle. Devin Gurman, he's one of their captains. Did a nice job.
We had a penalty on the play, too. We're counting off 15, personal foul. Ball on the Lions, 49.
Once again, the I believe the penalty yardage is pretty substantial. Flanker screen completed, but no gain. I like the offensive design. It's just a question of do we have the talent to continue to execute it?
Right.
Second and 10.
That was 23 Patrick Hughes interception on the tackle by number 11, Steve Patterson.
Baker firing long, has a receiver, and caught at the 20.
Brotherston.
And that's Brotherston. He could have led him a little bit on that. He had 6 points.
Yes.
Nice catch by Dillon. Nice throw by Baker. Here it comes. Completed, sideline.
Picked up about 7.
Yeah. I think that's Patrick Hughes, and he's not getting up, or is it 23?
That's Patrick's 23.
Yeah, it's that, as you said before, he got dinged up a little bit before. He picked up about 7 on that catch. And they're back deep into Acton territory. Can they finish a drive? Toss. Got the corner. That's a first down, out of bounds.
That pitch and that carry by number 27.
That's a new ball carrier for the Lions.
For the Lions, 27.
We don't have one.
Someone's down.
It's the ball carrier.
Oh.
We don't have 27.
22, Dabari.
It's 22, Dabari. Okay.
Yeah.
And he's back up. Kate Shagnon, the trainer, does a great job with these guys. Been with the Lions now for quite a few years.
First and goal.
DeBarry has to come out of the football game for at least one play. First and goal, Chelmsford. They've been there before at the 8-yard line. I like the fact that the Lions have continued to play. They have not decided to get the bus yet.
Look for a Baker keep.
It is straight ahead.
Oh!
Wow, he had a little bit of room.
Yeah, he was just starting to cut and
just across the 5, maybe 3 yards. Second and goal. Rolls it to his right. Looks, tosses, caught,
There we
touchdown.
go.
Lapoli.
Yep. Mike Lapoli, about a 5-yard touchdown reception from Brett Baker. David, you've been doing a great job tonight with all the stats. You haven't said too much, but kind of your impressions of that drive for the Lions.
But just like we thought, they wouldn't give up, Bruce. Great drive there by Brett, and nice to see Mike Lapoli catch a touchdown there. Extra point. It's good.
All right, Mike Lapoli's extra point good. 7.5 minutes left in the game. And we're going to take a break.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money gonna come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
As was pointed out so correctly by Mr. Tom Peterson in the truck, we have already surpassed last year's first 3 or 4 games. We were shut out.
Yep.
First 7 games, we scored 1 touchdown. So I just think the Lions have moved the ball much better tonight than they did at most points last year, and that's encouraging.
And they just stopped themselves.
Yes, a couple
penalties
times.
Here, there.
Right.
Yeah, first game jitters.
Right. Mike Lapoli, kick it off. And he hammers it pretty good. He kicks it, makes the Acton player retreat.
Back to the 11-yard line.
Watch out. Nice return. And the ball carrier is number 20.
It's 29, I think.
And that would make it Pittarino, I think, was the ball carrier. Yeah, 22.
22.
They have the ball now with 7.5 minutes approximately. I did get word from one of my real good friends watching us on TV that the game is at 4 o'clock next Saturday. So let's go with that unless we're...
4 o'clock. The Haverhill game is at 4 o'clock Saturday.
Yep. No mosquitoes at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
that's I don't know.
Let's hope for a frost.
That's right. Oh, boy. It's not something to joke about, though, folks. It really is a serious thing, and I don't blame schools for being cautious. Penalty on Acton for a legal substitution. It's a 5-yard penalty. He takes it back, 1st and 15. And we have a new quarterback in there for Acton Boxborough.
Number 11, I believe.
That was the ball carrier. That is Stephen Callison. The quarterback is...
no, it's not 11.
Teddy Murphy.
13, yeah.
Teddy Murphy is the quarterback. Ball carrier was 11, I think. Gain of a yard, 2nd and 14. Lions blitz. And there's good room on the outside. Lapoli on the tackle. Mike has had a very good football game tonight.
Both sides of the ball.
Yeah. Dominic Fumo, another new name. Look at the room he has out here.
He sees the open area and he speeds up.
Yeah.
It's on the Jets. Good.
To midfield. Pitch to the other side, same ball carrier, and buried. Good job by the Lions that time.
Steve McKinney, number 95, in on that tackle
Yes.
for the Lions.
Nice job.
Yep. Getting his first taste of the action, and number 76 is in there, Griffin Hart. A couple of the interior beef boys, good size, both of them.
Loss of 3. Second, 13. Long count. Straight ahead handoff. Lions clean that one up pretty well. 6-7 Lions there, including number 10, Sean Stackpole.
I saw 82, I believe, Troy Muldoon in there, I believe.
Yeah, 82 is in there.
Yep. Troy's a sophomore.
That's a gain of maybe a yard. It's 3rd and 11.
At quarterback now for AB is number 13, Teddy Murray.
Probably next year's quarterback.
Yeah.
He rolls it to the right, fires it, overthrown. It's going to be 4th down.
Murray's pass falls incomplete. Intended for number 31, Christian Young.
All right, 4th down.
Acton going to punt.
Well, they have their punter out there.
Marshall's back deep.
Good snap. And a nice high kick coming up as Brotherston. Fair catch. Takes it at the 24-yard line.
That actually was Jake Marshall.
Sorry. Yep.
Taking over for the family legacy. His father used to return punts for Chelmsford High.
Must be in the genes, as they say.
Going to be slightly crazy to stand there and catch a ball and not call a fair catch.
Well, that explains a lot then about Coach Marshall.
Yeah. Also, Coach Howie here. So
That's right.
That's right. And Coach Dave. Okay, 1st and 10, Chelmsford.
Todd Edelman, everything he knows.
We have a new Lion quarterback or not? I can't see the number
you do,
yet.
yes.
Yeah, we do. Handoff straight ahead.
15 is it for the Lions?
25 is the quarterback.
Oh, 25.
The ball carrier, it's Aiden Scott. And 35 was the ball carrier, and that's Jack Gorley.
Okay, a couple of juniors.
Yep.
Jack Gorley.
Aiden Scott's a sophomore.
That's nice to see. Little sophomore action. 2nd and 6. Keeps it. Pitches it. Did a nice job. Made a nice play.
Yep.
Close to 1st down. And the ball carrier again was Jack Gorley.
That was 35 on the carry.
Short of a 1st down by about a yard. And officially, last year at this time, the game would be over. And first down yardage. Keeping it straight ahead is Scott.
The quarterback, that's a keeper.
Takes it to the 39-yard line. First and 10.
Tackle by number 73. Goring Finley.
Blitz dropped the football, and a lot of bad stuff there on that play.
Little bit of a low snap.
Yeah. Loss of about 8 on that play.
25 Aiden Scott's dropped in the backfield.
Second down and 18.
Second and about 18.
Scott looking for the play, has 3 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. I think Coach Peterson is trying to slow the game down a little bit too. We had a man.
There he is.
Nice look inside. Nice job. And a close to first down pickup. That is Matt LaFave, a junior.
That pass is complete.
I like Aiden's poise back there.
That was nice.
Moved around, good footwork.
His first completed varsity pass.
Picked out the open receiver.
Yes, he did. Sweep. And close to first down yardage.
Jack Gorley.
Gorley is going to be given the first down or not? Yes, first down.
Yes.
48-yard line, first and 10, Chelmsford. Chelmsford has accumulated some pretty good offensive numbers tonight.
All right, got a third quarterback for the Lions, number 14, Sean Flint.
He runs the option, keeps it, pitches it, and down the sideline.
Oh.
High stepping.
And the option.
Yeah, good speed.
Jack Gorley.
Gorley again.
So good speed on that speed option.
Nice job by Gorley.
First down.
Yeah.
Here is our look at it again.
What I like is Gorley kept good spacing with the quarterback.
He did. Gave him a little lane to pitch it in.
Yep.
First and 10, Chelmsford, 37-yard line. Jet sweep. Nice cut. Excellent job.
Cut.
And Matt LaFave.
LaFave. I have to say, some of our number twos are beating up on their number twos.
Yeah.
First down yardage. We're coming down to a minute 23.
And Sean Flint is now in a quarterback for Chelmsford.
And a throw.
Rolling. He's a righty. Tosses wide open. Close to the 5-yard line.
God, nice throw.
His first varsity completion. And the reception by number 31, Tyler Nolan. The Lions are first and goal at the 4-yard line. Ooh, we had a whistle, I think. There might have been a little motion on the Lions before that ball was snapped, and that might have been a good thing. Yeah, that penalty is against the Lions. 5 yards. 1 minute exactly straight up, thanks to Tom Peterson, thanks to Dan Sylvia and all the young and men and women who worked with him for tonight's terrific first game. Even the camera crew had to learn some new stuff tonight. And they did it beautifully. Going to run the option. He's going to keep it and going to get taken down around the 10-yard line. That was a case again where probably should have pitched it. It's third and goal, and they're back to about the 10. Looking for the end zone over the
Oh, it's
Nice
Lefebvre with the
catch by Lefebvre. He's battling and fighting.
With a 5.
Touchdown.
You got it. Touchdown.
He got the
Yes.
touchdown. What a courageous job by Lefebvre. A touchdown pass by Flint and just a battling touchdown by Lefebvre. Boy, we're closing in on last year's total scoring now. We are up to 13 points.
Yeah.
And the Lions going to go for 2. Looks like.
Yeah, got to.
This could break the record right here. Flint runs the option, keeps it, tucks it, and scores.
Sean Flint's option is.
Nice job, Sean.
Literally snuck it in there.
Yeah, snuck it in there.
Good job.
Lions get it up to 15 points. We're going to take our break. We'll come back with the last 16 seconds.
Thanks for calling the GED Pep Talk Center. Jerry Stiller speaking. Your level 7 in your face pep talk.
I can keep pushing. Believe me, I'm good at it. But at some point, you're going to need to start pushing yourself.
See, once you've got your GED diploma, you'll feel so good about yourself.
You tell them. You can't change your past, but you can definitely change your future.
That makes me so happy, I'm ready to bust out a dance.
Mr. Trejo, can I transfer this guy to you? My gentle technique isn't really working. You need something a little more
persuasive.
Yes.
You listen, and you listen good.
Hey, where's my sandwich? Terry? Terry!
Take it from me, the King DMC. It's a real cool thing to get your GED.
Get that diploma!
Now hold on and we'll find you free GED classes. Capiche?
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
Howie wants an onside kick.
Oh.
Well, it was
We got a dirty
It was
kick.
a line drive.
Got a
Dirty
dirty
kick.
Yep.
And Acton takes a knee.
Wow, it's almost time for me to review my prediction.
Prediction? Go ahead.
The Lions, I felt, were going to come in here and show some real positive improvement from last year and a lot of spirit. And I'm predicting 34-15 Acton. And that's exactly what happened.
You are just absolutely a Nostradamus. You can see clearly
I
into
can
the
see
future.
clearly.
Yeah, very nice. But the deal is, you've got to make a prediction right now because I don't know if you're going to be there next
right.
week.
Unfortunately, I probably will not be there next week.
Yeah, so let's.
The Lions against Haverhill.
Yeah.
I'm going to go.
AB lines up in the victory formation. Takes a knee.
Lions 20, Haverhill 18.
Okay, and I'm going to write that down.
Write that down.
Yep. And the ball game is over, folks. The Lions have lost their first one under Coach George Peterson, 34-15. It really was a dominant performance by Acton Boxborough. I don't think there's any question any one of us would deny that for 1 second. They were the better football team here tonight.
Yeah, yeah. But the Lions will get a chance to see themselves on film.
Yep.
Clean up the penalties, set up their protection, get the running game going a little better, give Baker a chance to throw, and I think my prediction will be right in the ballpark.
Hope so.
A lot of potential.
Any last-minute thoughts?
Yeah, a lot of potential. You saw some good things.
Yep.
You know, mistakes hurt. Put us backwards a few times, but perseverance is good. They never give up, and you just keep going. And I think there's great potential.
As we said before, there was some first game jitters out there for the Lions. AB definitely had the advantage playing a game last week. But saw some good things tonight, and hopefully they can build off of that last 2 drives they had and go get Haverhill next Saturday.
Saturday, 4 o'clock.
Avoiding the mosquitoes.
Right.
Okay, everyone, for the entire crew, for my crew, I want to thank all these guys. They work real hard. Dave, especially tonight, we're doing numbers, and it was great to get started again. We'll see you from Haverhill hopefully next week. Thanks for joining us, everyone.
Good night.